Hello and welcome from Sydney. My name is Katharina Hölzle and I'm currently on a research leave at the University of Technology in Sydney and also the Macquarie University, and this is the reason why I can't be with you today. But I thank Harry for the opportunity to steal a couple of his minutes on publication or publishing in journals to present the Journal of Creativity and Innovation Management to you. So, as I said before, my name is Katharina Hölzle. I'm Professor for Innovation Management and Entrepreneurship at the University of Potsdam in Germany, and together with Jenny Björk, who is a professor at the KTH in Stockholm, I have been editor-in-chief for the last 2 years of this journal. The first slide shows you our website. Hopefully, most of you have already visited this website. You can see we have just changed our colors from last year's orange to this year's dark violet. You can also see current issues March 2017. We expect the next issue to be out by June, so mostly at the end of May. You will already see that online. What you can also see is that we have just awarded the CIM Best Paper Award for 2016. It goes to a paper from Lisa, Ingo, and Maria on design thinking. It's actually one out of several papers on design thinking we have published, and I will give you a little more insights on what the journal is about, what our topics are, what we are looking for, and actually how you can become involved in the journal, which we would love to, in the next couple of minutes. So what's the vision of the journal? The vision of the journal is that we are the leading journal on creativity and innovation management, and that we are publishing that kind of research which is not only novel, but that also is a little bit different from other kind of research. So if we, for example, look at the topics we are interested in, it is creativity as an antecedent and also prerequisite of innovation. It's about individual and organizational creativity. It's about creative climate. It is about design, innovation, and innovation not only related to individuals and teams, but also on inter-organizational. The tiny little twist we added is that the things we like to publish are interesting. And this means they are not only interesting for you, of course, as a researcher to write about, but also for your readers to read about. And here we, of course, have mainly academics in our readers, or among our readers, but we do also have some practitioners. And this is the things, the kind of research we're looking for. So interesting to write about, to read, and of course internationally. And we asked a couple of quite senior faculty members in the area of innovation management, and one of them told us, well, you know what, if I want to learn something new, that's when I go to CIM. And I think this is a great vision for us, and this is what we would like to work on further. So how do we reach this vision? We do this by, as I said before, we're trying to create this interdisciplinarity between academics and practitioners. We look for this novel research, interdisciplinary. We do have quite some articles who are written by management scholars together with scientific scholars or scholars from sociology or psychology. We are looking for articles that tackle new and hot topics before others do it, and articles that might be rejected by other journals because they deal with a topic that is not that known yet. What we also do, and what we have really worked quite hard over the last month, is that we work very closely with you as a writer to encourage young researchers such as you, but also older and more established researchers to publish their thinking in CIM. So this might be new research directions, state-of-the-art literature reviews, and especially for the older generation, those kind of thought-provoking conceptual pieces where they feel there should be something done. And this is then for you as young scholars a great opportunity to maybe pick some of their ideas up and do some research. You've seen on the first page our current impact factor is 1.142. That is okay. It has actually been increasing for the last years, and we're working very hard to increase it even further. But for us, having impact is even more important, and that relates back to what I said before, have this kind of novel interdisciplinary research from and for academics and practitioners. Another very important point for us is to work together with you as young scholars to help you to develop your research, to help you to publish your research, and to kind of get you close to us very early in your career, and then hopefully you stick with us even later. So what is it what we currently see if we look at submissions and also at articles that we publish? It is, of course, as I said before, creativity, either alone or as antecedent or prerequisite of innovation. It's about individual and organizational creativity, climate. It is also about business model innovation, quite hot topic these days. We are one of the few, if maybe the only one, even management journal that publishes articles on design, and of course a special focus on innovation, but of course also design for self, individual and team-based innovation, inter and intra-organizational innovation, user and open innovation, networks of innovation. So a pretty broad topic themes. But it is always about this creativity, innovation on a firm level, on an individual level. So things like discussions about innovation economics or how innovation has an impact on a society, you will not find at CIM. And if you write something in this specific area, CIM might not be the right journal for you. As I said before, when we started, we have not only asked established older academics in the fields, but we have also asked young academics and what they see in CIM, and this is what they told us, and we were actually quite happy about it, because this is really what we would like to be. It's interesting. It's a niche journal, of course. We're not JPIM. The editor of JPIM is one of our advisors, and we also sometimes exchange papers, which might be a better fit for us or for her. But yeah, we are a little bit different from JPIM. We are very open for new approaches, be it methodological or also on a conceptual basis. It is about implementation in many cases. So what can we actually learn from the research? And here also you see that statement again. I like to read it. So we're really focusing on how readable, how much fun is an article, and we help you with that also. So as I said before, who is behind this journal? It's me and Jenny, and of course Jeanette. Jeanette is our editorial assistant, so she's actually doing most of the work probably by checking the articles, whether they are fitting to the format. She is doing the first plagiarism check. She is communicating with you as authors. And our job basically is to read your paper to see whether it fits to the journal, whether it fits for also our reviewers, whether we have reviewers in mind once we read your paper, and then send it out to reviewers and manage the whole review process. We do have a couple of associate editors who are all specialists in their specific fields. And as I mentioned before, we have those great senior advisors, which have helped us a lot over the last years and continue to do so to develop the journal further and also find our niche in the broad spectrum of journals. So the next few slides would be about publishing, but this is what Harry will do with you. So let me just finish by saying we would be delighted to have your work published in our journal. We would like to work with you. And also we would like to give you the opportunity to learn not only how to publish, but also how to do a review. So what we have introduced since the beginning of this year is that we can add you as a PhD student as a third reviewer. So we always have 2 reviewers at least for a paper, but add you as a third reviewer, and then you also see how did the other reviewers do the review, what is the way they are structuring it, and help you to become fluent with this process of reviewing. So this is something that has shown that it is a great learning opportunity for you, and of course also for us to have you involved in the journal. So if you are interested in reviewing, just drop us an email, tell us, yeah, we'd like to do it, and these are the topics I'm interested in. And then we can start work together. So I would love to do that. I'm looking forward to that. I wish you a productive morning about learning about how to actually publish your research, and hopefully we see each other at the SciNet conference in September in Potsdam or at any other point in time. So have a wonderful morning with Harry, and talk to you soon. Bye-bye.